How's it going, everybody? Landon with Late Model Restoration. Welcome to my overview and install on SVE's 3-row aluminum radiator designed for the 1997 to 2004 4.6 liter equipped Mustangs. The SVE 3-row aluminum radiator is the perfect replacement or upgrade radiator for your 1997 to 2004 Mustang equipped with the 4.6 liter engine. It is lightweight, bolts right into the factory location, and is a quick and easy fix for a clogged, leaking, or damaged factory radiator. With its 3-row crossflow design, this radiator flows more coolant than stock, which makes it ideal for a bone stock car and a must-have for a car with even the mildest of mods. This radiator will feature 100% aluminum construction, a 2-inch thick core, and is designed to work with both automatic and manual equipped Mustangs. Overall dimensions measure in at 30.1 inches wide, 19.9 inches tall, and 4.2 inches thick. Inlet diameter is 1.5 inches, and the outlet diameter is 1 3/4 inches, which are factory specifications as well. This radiator incorporates a drain plug and all needed bracketry for the electric fan to bolt up to. This radiator is backed by a limited warranty that warrants the radiator free of defects in materials and workmanship. For more information on the warranty, go ahead and click the link in the video description or the card in the upper right hand corner on your screen. Before installing this SVE radiator, you will need to have a drain pan and some fresh coolant on hand, along with a jack stands, and some common hand tools. To get started, pop the hood and loosen the cap on the overflow tank to release any pressure that may be in the cooling system. Make sure the car has been off for several minutes and has had time to cool down. Support the car via a lift or jack stands. Position a bucket or drain pan underneath the drain plug on the radiator. Carefully loosen the drain plug with a 19mm socket. Allow the coolant to drain into the bucket or pan until it slows to a drip. Retighten the drain plug. Go ahead and take this time to clean the area. Position the drain bucket underneath the lower radiator hose. Slide back the hose clamp and carefully pry off the hose. Let the coolant drain into the bucket. Slide back the hose clamp located on the bottom side of the overflow tank. Go ahead and remove the hose. Remove the push pin securing the radiator cover to the core support and header panel. Set the cover aside. Slide back the hose clamp on the upper radiator hose. Remove the hose, stuff it with a rag, and go ahead and position it out of your way. Remove the two 8mm retaining bolts that secure the radiator brackets to the core support. Set the brackets aside. Remove the three 10mm nuts securing the overflow tank. Slide back the small clamp on the overflow hose and then remove the hose from the nipple on the radiator. Disconnect the low coolant sensor and remove the overflow tank. Locate the harness clip retainers on the fan shroud. Use a push pin removal tool to free them from the shroud. Then use a small flathead screwdriver to depress the clip on the electrical connection. Disconnect the connection. Now remove the two 8mm fan shroud retaining bolts. There is one per side. To remove the fan assembly, lift up from the driver's side at an angle. If your car is equipped with an automatic transmission, remove the upper and lower cooler lines with a line wrench. The bottom line is 12mm and the top line is 13mm. Carefully pull out on the lines and have a rag or two ready to catch any fluid that runs out of the top. Stuff some rags in the inlet and outlet ports on the radiator and then remove it from the car. Take this time to thoroughly clean your overflow tank. A combination of brake clean, soapy water, and some compressed air will do the trick. Position the new radiator into place. Be mindful of the ABS and AC hard lines. Once the radiator is fully seated, use a long extension or flathead to carefully pry the ABS lines toward the module. This will allow clearance for the fan assembly. Once there is enough clearance, position the fan assembly into place. Reinstall and retighten the retaining hardware. Reconnect the electrical connection and reinstall the harness clips. If you have an automatic, make sure the transmission cooler line fittings are parallel with the radiator and then carefully retighten. Reinstall both upper radiator brackets. Reposition the overflow tank and the bottom hose. Reconnect the low coolant sensor and slide the overflow hose onto the SVE radiator. Reposition the small hose clamp and retighten the overflow tank retaining hardware. Remove the rag from the upper radiator hose and position it onto the new radiator. Reposition the hose clamp. Go ahead and do the same for the lower radiator hose and the hose on the bottom of the overflow tank. Fill the overflow tank with fresh coolant. To help bleed the system, squeeze the upper radiator hose several times. Start the car and add any additional coolant that's needed. Take this time to give everything a solid once-over, and then you're all finished. All right, fellas, as far as installation goes, I would honestly set aside about 2 to 3 hours from start to finish. It is very straightforward and can be done right in your own garage. Be sure to inspect the upper and lower radiator hoses as well as the 2 heater hoses when installing the SVE radiator. Again, this SVE radiator will fit 1997 to 2004 Mustangs equipped with either the 2-valve or 4-valve 4.6 liter engine, but will not fit 2003 and 2004 Cobras. If you would like to see more informative product reviews from industry leader SVE, I invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already done so. Of course, you could pick up this SVE 3-row aluminum radiator and the needed coolant accessories for your 1997 to 2004 Mustang from the Real Mustang Enthusiasts, LMR.com.